Namaste. Welcome to Hindu Newspaper Analysis, 11th November 2022. Today is quite important day because today is also called as Armistice Day, in which people will pay homage or tribute to the people who ever died in World War I. In India also we have one architect marvel, that is India Gate, which was developed by Edwin Lutyens, which indicates the sacrifice of Indian soldiers. It was opened in 1931. That is one of the important fact on today's newspaper. Next, state-run schools see a rise in dropouts post-COVID-19 time. Try to understand that COVID-19 affected quality of education and outcomes of education. But now we are witnessing that Andhra Pradesh recorded good number of schools which lost their students in terms of dropouts, in terms of giving up education. Now, because of that reason, Government of Andhra Pradesh decided to close some schools and merging some schools. Points can be utilized in our answer writing, particularly on the questions COVID effects on society. Next article talks about unlauded truth. We all well know that central agencies like CBI, Enforcement Directorate and other agencies are quietly misused. Here is an example: Prevention of Money Laundering Act, under which ED conducts investigation and other stuff. Here, the conviction rate under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act is very low, which indicates that these agencies are widely misutilized for political purpose. That point can be written in politicization of institutions or inefficiency of institutions. You can give one example from this article. Next, a way out of Kerala's fiscal vulnerability. Article is immaterial for our exam, but the only thing is he explains about low capital formation, that is the amount of capital formed in any state of economy, in roads, infrastructure, education, health, that is declining in Kerala, even that is declining in India also. So that point can be understood. Nothing is important. He gave a lot of data. You can read if you want to waste your time. Exactly. Next, should Chief Minister have a say in appointment of governors? See, these articles are, regarding governor, we have couple of days, we are getting the continuous articles. Now, there are some series of commissions. We can summarize them in our discussion now itself. Sarkaria Commission recommended eminent person, outsider, who is detached from the politics, eminent person, outsider who is detached from the local politics, should be appointed as a governor with a secure term. Next, second ARC recommended long experienced person in public life and administration can be appointed as a governor with the consultation of Chief Minister. Even National Commission on Review of Working Constitution or Venkatachalai Commission 2002 recommended a collegium should be created with Prime Minister, Home Minister and the respective CM to select the governor. It even suggested to include Lok Sabha Speaker also. Further, Punchi Commission recommended fixed tenure, and it also recommended governor should work for the only constitutional duties. That's the reason couple of months back West Bengal and 2 days back Kerala removed governor from the chancellor position. And these are some important committees spoke about appointment of governors and role of CMs. You can read the article for further clarity. Next, article talks about behind the veneer of solemnity. This article explains the farewell speeches of retired judges, but it is not important. Even article doesn't give any information. However, what is important is the age of the retired judges in India. For High Court 62, for Supreme Court it is 65. It is well noted demand that there is a high demand to raise the age of the Supreme Court judges and High Court judges, because the judges ratio to the population in India is 19.66 people for 10 lakhs people. Same time, if you compare with other countries, UK has 51 judges for 10 lakh people. USA has 107 judges for 10 lakh people. So on that aspect, considering the pendency of cases, it is a demand from the various sections of the society to raise the age of the judges. Here, in Parliamentary Standing Committee also demanded that as the life expectancy rised, it is better to increase the age of the retirement of judges. Even National Commission on Review of Working Constitution, Venkatachalaya Commission also recommended 65 years for High Court and 68 years Supreme Court. In Western democratic countries, most of the countries follow 70 years like Belgium, Denmark. For USA and Austria, they are following even lifetime validity to continue as a judges. So this is article which is giving valuable points for reducing pendency and also effective judiciary. Next article talks about campaigning ends in Himachal Pradesh. It is well noted that every election campaign ends before 48 hours of polling. Here in Himachal Pradesh, election campaign was end. Now, Section 126 of Representation of People Act 1951 mentions about election silence. During that time, print media is regulated and nobody should promote their political activities or political motives during that time, because after witnessing all the election campaigns, let the voter will decide. That is the main philosophy of this section 126. However, right now the concerns are raised about this election silence because it is not regulating digital media or social media. Next, in a maiden visit to Odisha, as President Murmu walks 2 kilometers to Puri. This is a very inspiring article where the President of India, Draupadi Murmuji, walks almost 2 kilometers to Puri temple from Bhakti Salabarg Samadhi. It's a cremation of a Muslim poet who worshipped Jagannath. This point can be wrote in answers with respect to communalism. To promote the religious tolerance, to promote the religious unity, we can use this kind of examples. Bhakti Salabarg Samadhi, Bhakti Salabarg, a poet, Muslim poet, worshipped Jagannath. And simplicity can be seen because here Draupadi Murmuji spoke with the local people, ate with local people and sat on the ground along with the local people. That signals her great attitude towards the public. Next article, PM to leave for Bali G20 summit on Monday. This article explains that G20 summit is going to start in Indonesia. We are all well aware that G20 is a group comprising 19 countries and 1 European Union. Established in 1999, G20 is one of the world's largest economies. It consists of 59 to 77% of international trade, 80% of gross world product or global GDP, and it includes 2/3 of global population, 60% of worldwide area. So this information is enough for us for as introduction. Let us wait and watch for the next development. It is well noted that next year we are going to host our G20. Much controversy evolved around the logo of the G20. Just find the news article enough for us. We will wait and watch for the next developments also. Next article highlights India demanding climate financing. India demands that the countries which are advanced and developed now, they are the countries which polluted more. So India and other like-minded countries demanding developed countries assistance to the developing countries in developing technical standards against the climate change. However, it was a negotiations began in 2015 under Paris deal where developed countries agreed to provide $100 billion for the technological development in the developing countries. Unfortunately, nothing had implemented. Even one of the major polluter, USA, walk out from the group of Paris deal also during the Trump era. Now, the new demand raised in the name of NCQG, New Collective Qualified Goal on Climate Finance. So this is a new goal. We will wait and watch for the next developments, which is different from the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, CBDR, that is common but differential responsibilities. Let us wait and watch for the next developments with respect to this. That's all for today. Thank you so much and Jai Hind.